All right, I'm going to have a go at the Guardian's Cryptic Crossword for Monday, August 5th, set today by Pascal. Let's see what Pascal has. Dog to get soaked with energy plunging into Thames. I always have trouble with Thames because I know I've pronounced the H and my English friends tell me no, you just say Thames, but I can't. Anyway, that river in London. Energy is usually E, so I think we're going to put an E into something. I wonder if it could be into river, and if we put an E in, we get reaver, and maybe something to do with retriever would be a dog. But what is to get soaked? I'm not very confident about that. Let's try the downs. Supports a great deal resulting from hard facts. Well, they often use supports to clue BRA, bra, and I'm thinking bras and stacks would be brass getting down to brass tacks, I suppose, or the hard facts. So maybe it is retriever. To get soaked. Well, I would have thought something about wet with energy, plunging. Yeah, I still don't see it, but let's try two down. Good person, often a saint or ST. Christmas composer, one walking with pride. Well, I'm thinking if you're walking with pride, you might be strutting. Oh, and there is a composer. I'm actually not that familiar with his work, John Rutter, but I do know he composed a lot of choral works, and I presume a lot of them are Christmas related. So I can see that would be the answer. A baby left surrounded by endless rubbish. Ooh, I'm thinking baby is the definition. Left would be an L. That's going to be surrounded by a word for rubbish without its ending. So is the L going to go there or there? Could be a baby animal of some kind. I'm not seeing it. How about zealous shepherd boy losing his head? What's a word for zealous? Oh, avid. And I think the shepherd boy is David. I don't know. Is that right? I'm fairly confident that's right. How about Denver cop? I worked in another state capital. Okay, so I'm thinking it is going to be a capital. Of course, it doesn't have to be US. An anagram of Denver cop I. Let me pause and think about that one. Providence, Rhode Island. There we go. Let's go back to the crosses. Husband, a fellow, getting cheated. Well, husband is usually H. A fellow of a college would be a don. And if you're had on, you're being cheated or pranked, perhaps. Show disdain for old Tory PM being moved aside. I presume show disdain is the the definition. Funny ending in a D is going to be ND. And then the wordplay. Yeah, oh no, maybe it's being moved aside. Oh, I think if you show if you show disdain for somebody, maybe you shun them. And the old Tory MP was Ted Heath. Immediately think of Mikey Arwood's impersonation, always the shoulders shaking up and down when he laughed. All right, model gets to change outside uni. I was wondering if a model could be a car, like a vehicle, but gets to change outside. No, I don't see it. Student shrewd when missing English. So it's got to be a student, I think. But shrewd, I think a word for shrewd, and we remove an E for English from it. Astute could be shrewd. I keep thinking of tutor, but tutor is a teacher, not a student. When missing English, yeah. Should be able to get that, but not. Our baby now, well, it could be TLE. Yeah, but I'm not seeing it. Well, let's try some more downs. Revolutionary. Well, with the H, I'm immediately wondering if it's going to begin with che. Facing difficulty with one maiden and little angels. Yeah, I think it's going to be some form of cherub. Oh, why do I keep typing? There we go. Cherubini, cherub. Yeah, maybe the cherubim. Yes, of course. I remember now from the hymns, seraphim and cherubim. There we go. So che. I think the difficulty is the rub, as in the expression, there's the rub. And one, and I suppose M for maiden from cricket. All right, so this isn't vehicle. Model. Oh, version, maybe? Gets to change outside uni. No, still don't see it. Like mad, running around with anger. Yeah, don't see that one either. Resentment shown by loveless messenger. So a word for a messenger without an O for love, I think. And it's going to mean resentment. Oh, I can't think of a four-letter word for resentment. Is it going to be a vowel before the N or an S? And the messenger might be from mythology. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be the postman. All right, back to the crosses. Thus, expert gets to study type of food. Oh, so I think thus is going to be so. Oh, an expert is a dab, or if you are expert, you're dab, like a dab hand at something. And if you study a subject at university, they say in Britain you're reading it. I always think that's funny. On University Challenge, I'm reading history. Anyway, yeah, so soda bread. There we go. Ooh, here's a nice long one. Holy man with holy book in infinite series. Oh, well, it's something numbers. Oh, the cardinal numbers would be an infinite series. The cardinal is the holy man, and numbers is a book in the Bible. All right, let's try these two downs here. The main disciple, friend only during part of the year. Oh, yeah, I just in my head broke apart the main from disciple, and I thought the main might be the C. Now, I think in the back of my mind for part of the year, I thought something about seasonality. So let's see, the main I think is the C. What is a disciple? Oh, it could be the name of a disciple. Could it be son? Would a son be a Oh yeah, I think it is son, and I think a friend is an ally. And so seasonally means only during part of the year. All right, 50, gate crashing party, certain to make breaking news. I think somehow make breaking news is going to be the definition, but I think it's going to be punning, maybe dashing or something. Now 50 in Roman numerals is L, so I think we're going to put an L inside. Party, of course, can be do. Certain might be sure. I'm trying to put an L in that and not seeing it. Breaking news. Yeah, don't see it. Suddenly, at home, a fellow gets hit. I think it's going to be a phrase that means suddenly. Yeah, so in means at home. A is a fellow is F, and a hit could be a lash, so in a flash. Before, little kids would be folk locked away. Oh, before could be air, maybe. Little kids and then folk locked away. Yeah, is that going to be prisoners or? It's funny the use of the word folk. Maybe it's a regional term, thus folk locked away. No, don't see it. XMP reined in, sad or mad. I'm wondering if sad might be telling us to anagram XMP reined in. No, that's not enough letters, I think. Yeah, we're one letter shy. XMP reined in. I think it's probably going to mean mad in some sense, maybe angry. All right, back to the crosses. Celebrate new opera in city. Is it going to mean celebrate or will it be a city? New opera might be an anagram of opera, which might go inside a city and then mean celebrate. Or is it a 5-letter word for celebrate followed by that anagram? Oh, yes. I suppose if you sing, you celebrate, and then a pour. All right, basket, more or less what angler needs. Oh, there is a basket, I think, called a creel, and a reel is what an angler needs, but I don't get the less, more or less. Ah, yes, more or less is circa, around, around that time. And the reel gives us the creel. All right, mark given to French waiter. Wow. I'm not sure what that's going to be. Mark could be a mark you make. It could be the old German coin. It could be a score. French waiter, garçon. No, I don't see it. Mythical king, having children right away. I'm thinking immediately of Midas as a mythical king, but I don't see children right away. I mean, it might be a word for children and we take away an R. Can I see how that might be something to do with children if you add an R? No, I can't. I'll get rid of that. What other mythical king with an S? Nope. A girl they fancy from a great distance. A girl could be lass, could be a girl's name. They fancy. I think it's going to mean a great distance. I'm not seeing it. All right, how about mysterious traces, signs when things have been missing? So I'm thinking an anagram of traces that will somehow be signs when things have been missing. Yeah, don't see it. Carrots, as in diamonds. No, I'm going to need another letter for that. Take care of mom in state of unconsciousness. Ooh, I think coma would be a state of unconsciousness. And CO is care of. You might write that on an envelope if you're addressing it. And mom is ma. All right. Excavations revealing living quarters. Oh, yeah, there is the word your digs. If you're staying somewhere, they're your digs. And of course, archaeological digs. All right, so now this is L something G. Legal, um, leggy, laggy. Ah. Oh, fancy could be an anagram of a girl, they. Yeah, let's try the anagram helper. I don't think I've tried it for a while. A girl, they. Oh, a light year, of course. Yes, that is a great distance. All right. So, yeah, this is looking like that anagram. Signs when things have been missing. Oh, could it be a something to do with punctuation? What you might write down. But I'm thinking of ellipses. I don't know some. Now, it's going to end in S since it's a plural definition, or maybe it's a Latin term and it's going to end in A, like cresta. Let me pause and look up cresta. Ah, it is a word I said a moment ago. It is the carrots, which I forgot are little punctuation marks. And I think it's, according to this online dictionary, used to indicate where something is to be inserted. So, therefore, another way of saying that things are missing. All right, oh, this is our XMP reined in. I just can't get 13 letters. Maybe we have to put in an actual, maybe a 5-letter XMP. Lynn Truss, of course, springs to mind. Reined in, sad. All right, well, can I think of a phrase now that begins with N that means mad? Question mark. No. Oh, I do. Yeah, so I think this might be another little bit of punctuation. A cedilla. Isn't that the little tail? Ah, so maybe I was right when I said garçon, and because the C has that little cedilla under it. Oh, I'm thinking of an XMP. Nadine something or other. Let me pause and look her up. All right, apparently it is. Yeah, Nadine Dorries. I'm sure my British viewers know all about her. I won't go into what I'm seeing here on Wikipedia. Anyway, good to get that one. Let's see. 18 down. Here was our before. Yeah, we're not going to get any more letters and we get very unhelpful vowels. Before, little kids would be folk locked away. Yeah, let me pause and think about that one. Well, I had to use wordplays.com in the end to type in those letters. And one of the matching words is eremites. I think it's from the same root as hermits. And they were religious people who would be locked away in little cells and their meals passed into them. So before is air, little kids are mites, and I'm not sure why they use the word folk, but they are people who are locked away. All right. Oh, well, let's look at this mythical king having children right away. Is there a King Menes? That sort of rings a bell. Could be minus, which would mean away, like you take something away minus, but I don't then get the mythical king having children. Let me look up this Menes character. Well, there was a pharaoh called Menes. Maybe that's where I've heard the name. I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to go ahead and check this. No. All right, I'm going to try my other wild thought of minus. Oh, no. Um, then a Minos must be. Yeah, so yeah, but I don't get that. Why Minos or who Minos is? Let me look him up anyway. So he was mythical king of Crete, and that was the one who would send people to be eaten by the Minotaur. And of course, children are minors with the R removed. Okay. All right, the only one in the bottom half is our 50 gate crashing party. Well, I think that L is our 50. Certain to make breaking news. Maybe the sure is going to go down here. Oh, disclosure, maybe. The 50 goes inside of disco. I'm not sure I agree with cluing disco as a party. Yeah, I don't like that, but what can you do? Anyway, and then to make breaking news, I suppose, yeah, there's a couple of things in that clue I'm not very fond of, but they can't all be winners, I suppose. All right, what's our model? It is version gets to change outside uni. Yeah, no, it sounds like we want a word for change that's going to probably go outside U for uni. Yeah, but let's look at what that would do for like mad running around. Who with anger might be ending in ire. Like mad. But then running, maybe a word for running that turns around. But I don't see that. And now our resentment would be something ends, something end. That doesn't seem very likely. Yeah, who are the messengers in the ancient myths? Mercury, I think, right? Yeah, I'm not sure about that either. So, student, surely I can get a student with T something T. Let me pause and think about that one. Well, there is a word, tutee, the one who is being tutored. I don't think I've ever heard that word before. And I don't fully understand how it's working, other than I think it might be astute, because when could be as, and then the E for English, so maybe shrewd. Oh yeah, when the yeah, it's astute with when or as missing, and then English is added. That's very complicated. And for such an obscure word, too. All right, here's our baby. Oh, I think it must be a little. I think you can describe a small creature, a baby or other, as a little. And so the rubbish, of course, is litter, which is endless, and it surrounds the left. All right, just these three in the top right. All right, I think I'm going to have to look at word plays and see what words fit this pattern. Well, I didn't see any words I liked, so I think I'm going to just have a try at version. No, that is, oh, the S is right. Oh, varsity. Ah, yes. So I think actually uni is the definition. And so model, oh, I think is T and gets to change to vary. Oh, no, sorry. To model is to sit for an artist. And it has vary around it on the outside. Oh, of course. All right. So resentment, oh, of course, is envy. And the messenger is an envoy. Oh, so obvious. All right, just this one. Like mad, running around with anger. Oh, oh my goodness. So the definition is like. And if you like someone, you might admire them. So mad is running around and becomes ADM, and that is matched with ire for anger. All right, well, let's check everything else stayed in place. Let's head on over to 15 squared. All right, the blog today is by Eileen. Pascal kicks off the week in fine style. Interesting and wide-ranging. Oh, and then I think that's going to be Nadine. Dari's well nigh impossible for most non-UK, but it's a great clue. Oh, so, yeah, where was that one again? With Nadine. Oh, okay, well, no comment on that one. I think the only one. Well, actually, I think I got all of them in the end. Did I? Thought maybe there was one I wasn't sure of. Oh, there's Sir John Rutter, known for his Christmas carols. Oh, and Eileen is in a choir. There you go. David was the biblical shepherd boy. Yeah, so I think I followed everything. Nothing too tricky. Spotty G to no thanks for the reminder about Nadine. All right. I don't think she's that popular. All right. Well, I did enjoy it. It was a fairly easy start to the week. Just a few that held me up there. Anyway, thanks as always for watching and have a great day.